And we are so proud to represent so well right here in the A. SIBN is committed to covering your event live and on demand.
This is your Salette USA TV Network digital footprint promotion. Contact the offices of the Salette USA TV Network at 404-910-5019 Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
As you consider morning bread today, I want you to be encouraged, uplifted. I want you to be able to soar like an eagle with wings high up on the thin winds of the clouds way above, that you may be able to accomplish that which God has placed inside of you. Yes, it's hard, yes, it's difficult, but I trust that you are trusting Him. This is the Morning Bread Show. Stay tuned for more in just a few minutes. This is Morning Bread.
Hello. Good morning. Hello.
Give God all the praise. Give God all the praise.
While you're masking that you got it all together, you're broadcasting that you're falling all apart.
Give God all the praise. Give God all the praise. Come on, get on the front line. Give God all the praise. Give God all the praise. Come on, get on the front line. Give God all the praise.
This is a call to all the artists and authors who want to be spotlighted or featured on the Morning Bread Show. As you can see the information there on your screen, whatever you do, hit us up so we can support and feature you.
Yeah. There's something over your head. Hey. There's something on the top of your head. I see a window over your head. I see a window over your head. Yeah, I see a window over your head, and it's pouring out blessings, blessings, blessings. You've been in a season of difficult lessons, trying to do your best in this economic depression. As long as you try, you will survive. Your friends and family cannot help you, and even in your struggle they need help too. You'll be okay. I just wanna say that I see a window over your head. Over your head. I see a window over your head. See a window. I see a window over your head. And back of your head. Oh, oh, there goes another one. Get your mama, daddy, sister, and your brother one. You're a believer, the doubt is over. You're a receiver, the drought is over. There's something on the top of your head. Over your head. Yeah, I see a window over your head, and it's pouring out blessings, blessings, pouring out blessings, blessings. Oh my God, and it's pouring out blessings, blessings. Yeah. How many is there any need a blessing now? Blessings, blessings. I see a window over your head. 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 Yeah, it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be okay. 'Cause I see a window over your head. Watch your head, man.
Hey, right here with Canton Jones, SIBN in the house. Canton Jones, I've been waiting to tell you a long time, man. I salute you, bro.
Thank you so much for joining us for the Morning Bread Show right here on your SIBN television network. I'm so glad that you decided to join me right there where you are. You can access us live and on demand at your leisure. We wanted to pick up from Jeremiah chapter 29:11, and it reads, "For I know the purposes which I am purposing for you, says the Lord, purposes of peace and not of evil, to give you a future and a hope." Well, as I talked about in the last show, one of the things that aggravates me and perhaps aggregates me to do what I'm doing is the fact that so many people have lost hope. We have placed even our hope, the last of it if you will, in the stock market, for instance, or in this last job fair so that I can receive some meaningful and gainful employment. Or perhaps I place my hope in my ability to attract the ladies. Maybe I've placed my hope in my ability to put other people down and win friends and seemingly influence people. Whatever the case may be, I assure you, as I said on the last show, that's not your purpose. Sometimes we think our purpose is the end result of a goal, but the goals are stair steppers to accomplish our purpose. I say it again, our goals are stair steppers. Our goals are not the purpose, but goals and objectives and time measurements and time stamps and measurability factors all point to, they point to purpose. But yet, as a man who was looking for a famous missionary, when he reached this famous missionary, she asked him, "What is it that you want from me?" And as it were, be with God. When he thinks about us, he may ask, "What is it that you want from me?" "God, I want clarity. I want clarity of mind, clarity of purpose." "I can't give you that," says the missionary woman to the man that traveled halfway across the world. "I can't give you clarity because if I give you clarity, you won't trust me or have a need to trust me." No matter what we think, no matter what we believe, there's an element of faith, trust, and hope built into the process. And God says, your friends may tell you that they know, your prophetess friends, your prophet friends, your pastor may tell you, but all they can do is point to the type and the shadow of that which is to come, because God says to you and to me, "I know the plans I have for you." Others may swear they know. Others will tell you that they know and they've heard from God regarding you. Others may point to their knowledge and their experience as knowing. what your purpose is, and they may have hints and clues, but God says in Jeremiah 29:11, this is bringing comfort to you right now, because if you know anything about success, you know the higher you go, the lonelier you are. So if you have a lot of friends around you, one of the inclinations from that could be that you're really not where you think you are, because the higher you go in the oxygenated air of success, the thinner the air is, and friends weed out. So as we see, no matter what someone else tells you, my assignment, the Morning Bread Show, is to assure you that God says to you, I know plan.
And so how can I keep it together? I must be together on the inside of me. There is a fight. There is a war going on. Whether you're a Christian or not is not the point. This is a Christian program. But my point to you is a motivational, inspirational thought to consider that we are in the fight of our lives. The economy has cracked open a nut that we must reach down in the shell therein and find the golden principles that we must again practice in our homes and our societies, so that we can achieve real success, not the attainment of things, but the attainment of an inner peace, a harmonious consciousness, and an assertive oasis of mental power.
Thank you so much, all of the viewers that have been chiming in and watching the Morning Bread Show. As we always have a special guest. Today our special guest is Delisha Easley out in Sacramento, California. Delisha, are you there?
Hi, Marcus. Yes, I'm here.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Tell our viewers a little bit about you and your project.
Delisha Easley from Sacramento, and the name of my book is Not Everyone is Having Sex. It's a book designed for young adults about celibacy and for teens about remaining abstinent until marriage.
Very good. And tell us what prompted you to write this book. As I shared with you off air, that this is very relevant to culture. Tell us what prompted you to write this.
Right. As you mentioned, the culture and what I was seeing, and being a young adult myself, even though I'm almost 30 now, but I was seeing these young people growing up without any type of resource or mentor, if you will, to go back to and see how they can have healthy relationships outside of a physical sexual contact until marriage.
Very well. And about how long did it take you to write this? Was this something that you were able to do quick, or was this something that you prodded over? Tell us a little bit about the process in writing this book.
The process of writing the book was from journaling and all of that and bringing it to fruition. It took about a year to write. And most of the development was I did also interviews. I talked to people. I interviewed probably about 50 people for the book who had had sex before marriage, and talked about the things that they wish they wouldn't have done and how there wasn't really many benefits to it. And so that's how I came about writing this book and fulfilling this purpose.
And the response so far from having completed the book project has been fill in the blank.
Oh, it's been great. I've had the opportunity now to be a columnist for Renewed magazine, Black Love Forum magazine. I've been featured in various magazines such as Gospel Today, numerous interviews. And so I'm just going wherever the young people are on social media, whatever youth events or young adult singles events, panels, just to get the message out there that there needs to be a balance. When we talk about sex, I know there's a lot going on about contraceptives. And so as adults, we need to know that we don't have to and shouldn't have sex before marriage. And so that's pretty much what I'm doing and going around various places, particularly on the West Coast at this point, but throughout the nation.
And talk a little bit also about your blog. I know that you stated off air that there's an interactive environment that you're trying to create with people who want you as a resource or you and your book as a resource. Talk a little bit about the blog and where they can come and how they can interact with that.
Okay, well, they can come and on that site, they're able to comment on blog posts that I've already posted or new blog posts. And from there, they can interact with me. I respond to every comment. I interact with each person. And it makes it good because others can read my comments and see how I view certain situations, as well as I give them practical information. On each blog post, there's a call to action. And so after I blog about something, like I blogged about being intellectually sexy, about, developing your mind mentally and being attractive more than just from a physical standpoint. And so people ask questions on how they could do that, how they can implement that in their life. And I was able to answer it. So if they go to the blog, noteveryoneishavingsex.com, they're able to interact with me directly.
That's good. And your Facebook and Twitter?
And my Facebook and Twitter is my name, Delisha Easley. If you, for my Twitter handle is @Delisha Easley, and if you do Facebook.com/Delisha_Easley, you'll be able to find me.
Well, we thank you so much for joining us. We know you have a busy schedule out there in Sacramento or San Diego. Is it San Diego or Sacramento?
Sacramento.
Oh, much more area. No, just kidding. But thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to having you on again to share in a segment. Distinguished author of Not Everyone is Having Sex, Delisha Easley, thank you so very much for coming on the Morning Bread Show here on SIBN Television.
All right, thank you for having me, Marcus.
All right, we'll see you later. Thank you so much, viewers, for tuning in. Delisha Easley, one of the authors that will be featured here in the future more often.
And he accepts me. He never hurts me. He heals me. He heals me.
This is Kayan Fox from KSI Highlights. I'm interviewing, what's your name, sir?
Hassan Jackson.
Hassan Jackson. Now I'm gonna ask Hassan Jackson 2 questions, and that's it. That's all I need, 2 questions. How do you like your KSI experience?
Excellent. Excellent. I love the cut.
Now, how do you compare KSI to all the other products that's out there?
Top of the line. It's the best I've seen on the market right now. I love the way it pops out the cut. It defines the cut in the line, and it makes it stand out.
I'm not paying this guy. I'm not paying this guy at all. So he just got KSI. Holla at y'all later. Thank you.
It's a new era, a new aura.
Talk radio amplified.
Where Atlanta's sophisticated listeners
tune in to the best of the ATL's pace setters, talents, and events.
You are now tuned in to ATL Radio,
home of the A listener.
Hosted by AC and
Reggie Love.
Powered by WAEC Love 860.
Thank you so very much for joining us right here on Morning Bread, and I want to tip my hat off to you for those of you that have been watching every week. Now, we need your support continuously. Don't stop now. Continue to rate the videos, comment on the videos, and share them with a friend. Your comments actually help push the videos to the next level. Whatever you do, make sure you join us next time right here on SIBN Television for the Morning Bread Show. I'm Marcus Salette, a.k.a. The Coach.
Give God all the praise. Give God all the praise. Come on, get on the front line. Give God all the praise.
Thank you so much for joining us on SIBN Television for Morning Bread, a weekly inspirational motivational show to help encourage you by giving you a word that you can live every day. My name is Marcus Salette, and we want you to share this show with a friend. Follow us on Twitter at Salette USA TV. Subscribe to our channel page on YouTube at Salette USA TV. And by all means, like any one of our fan pages on Facebook. Morning Bread also has an official fan page. For more information, prayer, or consultation, email us at SIBNatlanta@gmail.com. SIBN Television phone number for the studio is 404-910-5019. We're looking to feature artists. Are you one of those unique artists unsigned that would like to be featured on SIBN Television? Then email us, share with us your bio and contact information, and a producer will return your call as promptly as possible.
And so therefore, this book started off as an article, and it turned into a book.
Wow, and we're so proud of you. Again, what is the difference as we talk about this book between sex and intimacy? We hear a lot of wording about sex in the lyrics of the songs that are written today. We hear a lot of teachings in secular environments about intimacy, but in your opinion, as an expert on this topic and an author, what's the difference between the two?
Well, the thing is that I think we have to go back to basically finding out what love is. And a lot of times, especially in today's society, we've replaced, even as you said, in the secular music, a few years back. We won't date your age, Marcus. We'll just deal with my generation.
Okay.
But a few years back, most songs dealt with love, and that meant they really wanted to know the person and they liked everything about them. And now we're dealing with just people just want to have sex, pretty much. They don't want the attachment of intimacy, and that in turn is making our young people believe that they have intimacy by having sex with someone before marriage. And I think that time of dating or courting, whichever way you want to call it, is a time where you get to know each other and get to know the heart of that person. And in turn, when you have your wedding day, and that will be a great day for you to know them as a sexual intimacy. But that regular intimacy should have started.
But that's why I salute you, because you bring the topic up raw. So talk a little bit about being a virgin, what it means, and how you see peers dealing with one another regarding the topic of being a virgin.
Okay. Well, being a young African-American woman and almost 30 years old and being a virgin is kind of like unheard of. There's a few of us out there. There's more probably out there than actually would admit it because of the way society's perception of a virgin is. And the definition of a virgin to me is someone who has not had sexual intercourse. Mm-hmm. And by that I mean, I don't know how raw we can get on the radio show, but
keep it real.
Or not oral sex or any other type of sex before then. Because the funny thing is that a lot of people, if you look it up and you go and do the CDC, all of oral sex and masturbation, all that is considered a form of sex.
We got to have you back, dude, and celebrate and have you talk about some pertinent issues, that whatever you want to talk about here on Morning Bread, because as I told you, we really want to be able to bring this to the light. Any final word to somebody who may be listening or watching who is struggling? Perhaps they're past the virgin issue, they're past multiple partners, they've actually done the Armageddon of sexual violations, if you will. Any words of encouragement for them to get back on track?
Well, my words of encouragement is just like you said, God is the forgiver of all sins. And so I think that no matter where you've been or what you've done, whenever you've made this decision, you can make it right now and move forward. And you have a team of people who are here with you, Marcus and myself, that are supporting you to live the celibate life. And you can just see how your life will just open up to so many things, relational as well as personal. And that is it.
Well, thank you so much for joining us all the way from Sacramento, California?
Yes, Sacramento.